Welcome to the Chaos Hold, the first series within the Echoes of Lush, a Dungeons & Dragons comedy podcast about 5 unlikely heroes facing increasingly unlikely odds. I will be your Dungeon Master, Kona. Our first series begins with a set of newly drafted soldiers being thrust from their civil duties into stopping ancient evils. What you'll hear next are some character intros taken from later when the player behind Garner had now become Bot. Afterwards, our players will then find themselves over 1,000 meters in the sky, dealing with draws from the deck of many things. Now please enjoy the pilot episode of The Chaos Hold.
Anasta, you can call me Anna. I teach at a university. My specific research field is the origins, histories, and sort of inner workings of the gods as we know them. And I was not supposed to be in the army. I was just supposed to be a researcher on this mission.
Ray is a fisherman, and he used to live near, the water, and he used to fish for a living, drink beer, and he has a sailor's mouth.
By being in basically cryo-sleep for 90 years, have we accidentally cured Ray of his alcoholism?
No.
No.
There's, no, positives to quitting. Well, other than the potential liver damage and the jaundice. You mean the Jandice.
Jandice. I'm Agriss. I was raised by a halfling couple in a bakery until I actually killed a guy.
Accidentally?
Accidentally.
What happened?
Kitchen knives were really fun.
What kind of
Anyway, he resorted to a life of crime and joined the army out of desperation.
So I am now Bot, or beingaghost. All that Bot can really remember right now from his past is the fact that he was a leader of a large unit of other warforges. And since coming online, he's had a strong urge to learn about nature and all that. Possibly he can get that from the soul of Garner. And he's built a strong disdain for heavily developed civilizations.
My character's name is Zyra. She is a level 4 ranger and a satyr. She came from a small village and was taught by her uncle, her mom's brother, how to fight. And then he was killed by a Kruthic attack. And after suffering a series of severe attacks, she decided to explore the lands and find out more about the Kruthic.
I am your DM. I'm also playing all the voices inside of your head. Hopefully you guys have been hearing those.
God?
Oh, yeah.
God, is that you?
So your first wish was, I wish that the water was discriminatory towards the good guys and the bad guys, and that the good guys were put on the ship and the bad guys were destroyed.
Yeah.
So all these were the fleet, and this was your ship, and this was the Webstitute's ship.
I wish for everyone in my party to be immune to physical attacks.
And you have a third final wish.
An infinite bowl of soup.
Could you tell me what your guys' alignment are?
I'm chaotic good.
A lot happens all at once. Everyone here, except for Agriss, water shoots up from the ocean hundreds of feet, grabs you, and then pulls you straight down and plops you literally back on the ship where you were, safe and sound. You've become imminently aware of this mouse that's in the jail cell that you need to kill. For Agriss, looking around you, you feel more powerful than you ever had. You have your 20 soldiers in the air floating with you, who are for some reason starting to fight the 16 wolves, and the Minotaur is air walking, trying to move towards you. Suddenly, the Minotaur, the 20 soldiers, the 16 wolves, and yourselves are grabbed by water, then just pulled down into the water. And the rest of you guys do not see what happens. They are just faster than has ever been before. Agriss, give me a dexterity saving throw.
You just killed my ass.
You said good and bad.
Oh, you're awful evil! I have a Dang it, I didn't think of that.
I think it's in character though, because you wouldn't be able to tell immediately that someone changed their alignment. Hannah has like a wolf bite on her leg and a harpy claw.
Oh, the harpies are also dragged under the water.
And my evil twin too, right?
Yes, your evil twin you also see dragged under the water. The water is going to attack you. You're going to take 19 damage. In this moment, as you are dragged under, as you feel your power grow within you, and you see the wolf quarry that you must kill also just kind of near you as you're dragged towards the water towards it, and you pull out your sword because your magical one disappeared, unfortunately, and the other magical one that was floating, and you hold it out as you go down towards it, and then everything goes black. In this moment between life and death, do you want to resurrect?
Yes, I want to use my regular cards. Does my alignment stay lawful evil?
It does.
Okay, I gotta change the way I go about life.
Okay, resurrecting doesn't feel great. Your soul was going to where it was supposed to go and then was ripped. It has gone back into damaged body. With that being said, in a matter of 6 seconds, you are suddenly all back on the ship, except for one of you. You see Johnny Blaze and the Spider Witch standing before you, right where you were before, and you see the cards as they were before, still falling to the ground. And you see Johnny Blaze grab a card from the air, and then it disappears. I'll tell you his card. He gains advantage in persuasion, and you gain ownership of a small keep. If you cleared of all the monsters inside of it, you own it. So that's great. Some of the soldiers, Ellerin soldiers, are going to immediately go back onto the top deck and surround Johnny Blaze. The captain and her soldiers, the 20 that are left, that have not been turned to a side and taken into the waters, are going to come up and surround Johnny Blaze. And Johnny is going to look at them all and say, "Hey, it's fine. It was an accident, I promise. It won't happen again." And he's going to get advantage with his now excellent persuasion. Now, this may seem strange to all of you, but all the guards are going to lower their weapons, and the captain and Ellerin are going to look at each other and just kind of go, "Okay."
My lady,
Yes.
you cannot be considering this.
Give me a insight check.
Well, that's a 10.
It could have been an accident.
Johnny, you need to be more careful.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I don't know.
So if your accent comes out.
No, I don't think it did.
weird.
Roll me another insight check.
That is going to be a 17.
You still think it might be an accident, but even before right now, where his voice has changed seemingly again, he did not talk like the Johnny Blaze you knew any time today that you've seen him.
I want to. Oh shit! Casting detect magic here is actually probably a bad idea.
Oh, and Ray, you have the most delicious bowl of soup you've ever seen in your life. The sheer aroma from this is making some of the soldiers around you pass out. Do you want to taste your soup?
I better not.
No. I mentioned you weren't feeling well. You feel okay now.
Yeah! Is it like the one that's going to kill you by the end of the day?
Can I actually cast detect magic?
On Johnny Blaze, you don't sense any magic at all. Is something wrong? I'm gonna go down below deck.
No, I'm not sure you should.
You wanna come with me?
Fine. Bring my warhammer though.
Awesome. I'll bring mine.
You have a warhammer?
Of course. Johnny Blaze has never had a warhammer. You can go down below deck. For Ray, Garner, and Zyra, do you guys do anything? Ellerin's gonna look at you guys. "I'm so sorry for all of this. I don't know who that guy was. My cards are all gone. I was gonna let you take some card. It's okay. You still have the horn. Ensure that you only blow the horn when it's important." What just happened? There's one of you that isn't here.
I think we got lost in the ocean.
I think he got eaten by the sea.
I'm resurrected. Can I claw my way back on the ship?
The water has attacked you and then seemingly left you. You kind of locked eyes with this wolf because you know you need to kill it. You are still actually falling through air, basically all around you. It seems completely dark, and you feel like some water on you, but you can tell you're not in water. You're simply falling. Yes. If you look up, you see a very tiny dim light somewhere way, way above you. And you just seem to be falling. There's a couple soldiers around you. Every now and then one of them hits the water and you hear like a
I'm gonna be put this wolf.
the wolf's kind of trying to attack you, I guess. That's a nat 20. That's 10 damage. Unless you roll a nat 1, it won't attack you again.
Rolled a 17.
Okay, that hits.
That's I rolled a 1.
You slice into this wolf. He does not seem very happy about it. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay, you can now make another attack on it.
7.
7 damage? Okay, you slice this thing's head off in the darkness. I don't think Dragonborn can see in the dark, so you just hear a... Back on the top deck. For Anna, as you're going downstairs, you go past the first deck, the second deck, all the way to the quarters. You walk past your bed, all the way to the very end. You've never actually been this far on the very lowest deck. Johnny's gonna turn to you. I'm very sorry for what just happened. It truly was an accident, and I feel so bad. I found something that I hand showed you guys. I want you to have it, if that's okay.
What is it?
It's a lot of gold, and it's right there. And he just points to like the end of the row of beds, like behind a bed, like the very last bed.
I kind of want to roll insight if I believe him. Holy shit! Okay, that's a 17.
You're like, what? He said he was gonna build a catapult, but and you know that he just gave you like 200 gold.
Wait, so you found a stash of gold besides what you gave me?
Yeah. Well, none of the party saw this gold.
How is it on the ship and they didn't see it?
I promise. I put it under the boards. Here,
Boards of the ship?
Yeah.
The part that touches the water?
Give me insight with advantage.
Oh shit! Good thing I had advantage. 74 is 11.
You don't really gain anything else just by looking at them, but yeah, below the ship should be just water.
Is it like attached to the hull?
Yeah, it's just like a bag of gold that we've been sailing with. It should be safe.
And you said it was this way.
Yeah, just right over there.
Any cool like knickknacks or sculptures?
I mean, there was a couple statuettes, golden statuettes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do they have any known gods?
You know, I'm not too versed on the gods. Kind of, from down under, so to say.
Hang on, what? Under where?
Under dark. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for that mistake. I am a tief. You know what a tiefling is?
I know what a tiefling is.
You live in a mountain, right?
I used to live in a mountain.
I used to live beneath the mountain.
Okay, you're from the Underdark. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to go check out the gold?
Okay, let's go check it out.
Okay. I mean, I want to be surprised for you to discover for yourself.
I want you by myself. I'd like to share this surprise with you.
I didn't want to say so you first looked at it, but I also have a surprise right here. And he's gonna pull out from behind his back a battle axe. And without a sneak attack, roll me initiative.
Initiative is plus dexterity, so that's an 11.
Perfect. He got a 5. So you're up first. We're gonna go back to the top deck. Ray is enjoying what seems to be a wonderful bowl of soup. Garner and Zyra, you worried about Agriss. Garner, how are you feeling in this moment?
Garner's just completely overwhelmed.
That's fair.
I saw a Minotaur moonwalking in the air, basically, and killing the other dragon, while a Hartnell was attached to them. And for some reason, there was a bunch of wolves. And if we were in a maze, it just got up there, ready to shoot out there. Then we watched the water swallow things all of a sudden.
As you guys kind of get back to normal as you can be, Ray, do you want to go check out that mouse you feel so attached to? Okay, so like you sense it in your mind. There's like a little you're in a room in your head, and there's a bunch of TV screens. Most of them are like right in front of you, like looking out, and then there's this one in the corner that just shows like the point of view of a mouse just walking around.
That's literally me.
Okay, so you go downstairs, the second deck, and you go towards the little prison where you ripped the ring off that goblin and killed him. after trying to rizz him up. Oh, you also have a soldier that you rizzed up last session with a dog that you named Charlie Brown and Snoopy. I forgot that.
They're coming and helping.
Oh, okay.
Can I summon my hawk to help me too?
Yeah, you can summon your hawk too,
Okay.
so you can get advantage on an attack. What's his name now? Yeah, that's me.
Find me a mouse. Find me that mouse.
Okay, go. Snoopy, go.
Yeah.
And Snoopy's gonna look for it, I guess. So the dog is gonna run to the prison and find a mouse and gonna start barking at it.
He finds it.
Yeah.
Can you kill it?
He can. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
15.
You remember that the card said that you had to kill it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he finds it.
Yeah. In a corner, it's like. I know, great mouse.
You're such a great mouse. Okay, since I can also intimidate an owl.
Okay. You're an owl, it's natural predator, and you have the hawk. Give me a roll with double advantage, so roll and take the highest of 3 rolls.
16.
A mouse has got to have like 1 or 2 health. So it has 1d4 health.
That's perfect.
It dies immediately, and I believe you gain a level.
I'm level 3.
All right, back to Anna. Do you attack?
I want to try to block his warhammer with like the shaft of mine.
Give me an attack roll.
Plus my stats for the warhammer. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Natural 1 makes it a 5.
We got a 7. He's gonna break through it, snap it in half, and he's gonna hit you. 3 damage. He's doing so good. You now have an axe and a stick.
What the hell are you doing? I think I just want to try to dodge.
Would a 10 hit you?
No.
Okay, so you're good.
What are you doing?
I have to get rid of all of you.
Why? What happens to you? You're not under
don't-
spell, are you?
You don't know?
You pulled a card and suddenly everyone was nice to you and your accent turned weird. Yeah, I want to persuade him to stop hitting me with things.
Okay, yeah.
That's gonna be a 12.
Come here. He's gonna walk to the side of the bed, and there's a bunch of like bundles and bags, and he's gonna move them aside. You're going to see a tied up tiefling in a corner who looks exactly like the tiefling you're looking at right now.
What the hell are you?
My name is Bill Blaze. I fell into the water when you attacked our father's ship. You burned our ship up to dust. I was really hoping you didn't do that. You killed my siblings, and my stupid twin brother joined your side. And now he's just hanging out. I had to...
A research assistant.
I had to break into the ship, steal armor. I've been scrounging for food. I finally found him.
I didn't know you existed.
Of course you didn't. You didn't even look for my body. He didn't even look for my body.
Are you the one that jumped in the water? And
Yeah,
swam away?
I missed. No, I missed the water.
Missed the water.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I just learned that I have a big old mansion waiting for me. If I go, will you say anything? I'll leave forever. I promise.
You'll leave forever.
You have my stupid brother. I can take him with me.
No, I mean, only wants to go with you.
Oh no, I just think he deserves something horrible.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
I just want to leave, and I don't want anyone to follow me.
Okay, I am fine with you leaving as long as you fess up to the captain what has occurred here.
The captain.
The captain of the ship.
You think the captain's gonna let me go?
I think I would feel bad if I did not tell her what was going on with some place.
Give me a persuasion check.
Non-natural 1.
I'm afraid I just can't let that happen. And he's gonna try and attack you again. He's gonna miss. Do you want to run away or attack him?
No, I think I want to attack him back.
Okay.
That is a 10 to hit. No, hang on. Yeah, 10 to hit with my hand axe.
10 to hit will not hit.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna attack again. It's 5 plus 2. That's a 7.
Okay, that's not him.
Okay, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to hit him again.
There you go. Oh my god.
8 to hit.
Does a 14 hit?
So 14 does hit.
All right. That's 5 damage. Okay. What do you want to do? He's gonna speak. I'm gonna give you one last chance. I'm gonna go, and you're gonna stay here.
Can I walk back and like sort of grab the? Is Johnny gagged?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to take his gag off.
Okay. He is like passed out currently.
Oh, he's passed out.
Yeah, unless you want to like try and rouse him as an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my action to sort of kick him into wakefulness.
Okay.
Johnny,
Yes.
what's up with your brother?
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You better be. You've betrayed our family. I should kill you both right here and now. I'm so sorry. I just thought you were dead. You're the only family I have left. You've made your choice. I'm going. If I see you coming towards me, you're dead.
Okay,
Goodbye.
dude. I didn't want to talk to you in the first place.
Yeah, that's fair. Here, hands you his warhammer.
Hell yeah.
He runs off.
They have the same stats as my old.
All right.
I guess I, untie Johnny.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
So did he like always existed? I guess.
Well, yes. I mean, we were birthed at the same time. He did try to push me back in, but thankfully got out.
Dude, how are we gonna explain this to the captain?
What do you mean? We won't say anything.
I'm gonna have to say something.
What do you want me to say?
I
That
just
my
think
twin brother came on board, knocked me out. I don't know what he's been doing. Did he kill anyone?
he tried to. He may have killed Agriss.
Exactly. And she'll believe you that a twin brother came on board and did these things?
I'm going to try to convince her.
Well, I don't really have any other options at the moment.
To be fair, I just untied
Oh,
you.
yeah.
So, to be fair, she did really like your brother, like a lot. So.
You want me to pretend to be my brother? That seems like a worse
No,
option.
your brother was pretending to be you.
Oh, I feel like I'm good with disguises, but
No, your brother was pretending to be you.
No, I
You
understand.
don't need to pretend to be anybody else.
but if I pretended to be my brother, then maybe she would still think fondly on me.
She didn't know it was your brother.
I don't understand. We're gonna go back above deck. So for the three of you, except for not Agriss, give me a perception check. As this is happening, the boats are basically all gathering together. Instead of circling, they're now all lined up in a big old line, a circle all around the ship. And a magical bubble appears over each one of them as a steward in black robes stands. Bubble basically appears over all the ships, and your ship you kind of feel like kind of float a little bit. What do you get?
I got an
8. You don't see anything. Did anyone swim a roll?
15.
15. You hear a splash to your left.
Great. That's it.
Give me a investigation roll, if you want.
That'll be 21.
You swear you see Johnny Blaze swimming away. Unless you want to do anything, the ships slowly go towards the massive hurricane swirling around. And they just kind of go closer. Do you go back on top deck?
Yeah, with Johnny and.
Can I just shout out, Johnny's overboard?
And then I immediately.
The captain's gonna be like, what? No, what?
He's overboard!
And she's gonna see you coming up above deck.
Listen, there's a bit of a story here.
We don't have a lot of time. We're going into the storm.
So, Johnny's evil twin brother has been on the ship for a couple of days now, and he just was the one that pulled the deck of many things off of her ladyship Ellorin's belt thing and sort of caused all this chaos. It just happened. But this is Johnny, and he's fine now. And I think Gardner over there may have just seen the twin brother jumping off the ship and swimming away.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage because that was a well word.
I was about to say, Locking has no shit.
You can shoot him if you want. I'm not gonna stop you
I
from
would
doing
like to
it.
shoot him.
What do you get?
9.
9? Okay. Johnny's gonna look at her. I know this sounds completely ridiculous. And I know I haven't been the best of citizens. But I promise, there's a guy out there, if you just look, swimming away in my clothes, who is my brother. He is far more evil than I am. He hates music, which I find to be pure evil. And he put me in little ropes. The captain's gonna look at him and say, Johnny, just go below deck. I don't know, what is wrong with you? What do you get?
So I got an 18.
You see your bullet hit something, and then like a stream of blood starts just popping into the water. Maybe
Does Johnny see this?
yeah, Johnny's gonna look over the side. Captain, he's getting away. Johnny, please shut up. We have important things to do. Get your uniform on. All of you, either tie yourselves to the deck or get down below.
There's a bleeding escape plate swimming.
I don't have time for. Give me a persuasion check. I don't have time for this.
That'll be 12.
12. Fine. Oh, I don't know what is wrong with you today. Why is Johnny Blaze swimming away?
No, see, that's the evil twin.
That's the evil twin.
That's the evil
That's
twin.
the evil twin. This
His
is.
name was Bill.
His name is Bill. Bill Blaze.
Yes.
You. So he pulled the. So did he not mean to do the deck thing?
I honestly cannot tell.
We have
He does own it.
Why are tieflings so persuasive? I cannot deal with this right now. Ghana, Anna, do you want me to shoot him? We have cannon fire.
I told him he could get away, and I wouldn't mess with him. So I'm.
Did
gonna keep my
he
word on that.
say anything bad in regards to coming back for you, or anything of where he's going?
I don't think he wants to see me again.
Okay.
I made no such promise.
You made no such promise, and you can shoot him all
Do you
want.
think he should die?
He's kind of a nuisance. He may come back to bite us in the ass.
What do you think?
I already have my one seat thing I need to examine. We don't need this. We only need one.
I don't have time for this. Go downstairs. Tell them to fire the cannon. Aim it where you need. I can't deal with this right now. For the rest of you, you are approaching the storm. Ray, who you're drinking your soup every time you put a soup in. There's like the soup keeps rising. For Ray, for Anna, and for Zyra, do you want to go below deck, or do you want to tie yourselves down to the front deck?
I'm going below deck so I can batten down the hatches on all of my like books and
Okay.
papers and things.
You can do that. All of you, give me a dexterity saving throw. Garner, first, you speak with some cannon folk, and they say, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there's. See the drink, white and white?
Yeah. That's weird.
Aim for the teeth.
Okay. Perfect. So why?
Enemy.
You're above rank. I don't know why I'm asking this. I'm sorry.
He's the one who caused our big card to fall.
Cool. Give me a perception check. 11. You see a lot more blood. And he says, I'm sorry, I need to close this. And he's going to close the little window on the can. I need to get below deck. Goodbye.
Taking the hammocks down and wrapping all the books and papers up in them.
Okay.
I'm getting giant.
There is a extra bed now, so you can use that. For Agriss, you continue falling onward. You seem to be falling faster and faster and faster. More of your soldiers hit the sides of this waterfall and just... give me a dexterity saving throw.
14.
14. You start to get closer to the wall and you're able to like kind of skydive yourself away from it as you're falling. And then above you, you don't know how long you've been falling, but you hear a horrible noise above you, the same one that you heard earlier, that weird wail that you can't identify. You hear it again, but very far, far above you. For the rest of you, you feel kind of like turbulence on a plane as you approach the hurricane, and as soon as you touch it, the turbulence gets really bad. The ship is shaking, everything around you. You can't see anything because you're below deck, but you feel the turbulence slow down. You hear like a... Everything feels calm. Everyone make me... everyone give me an Arcana check, including Ray.
17.
3, 11.
Garner and Anna, you feel... Although everything seems to be calm, you feel a danger. Garner, you sense something and you feel your belt almost heating up, and you pull out your cartography box, and you open it up, and the map is like glowing bright. You see, as you've only used it once before, you saw this like bright red dot. You now see, as you're looking at it, a giant black hole and a bunch of like little black dots, and then hundreds of red dots just kind of blinking all around you, all in the hole, around the ships. It's almost like the entire circle just blinks red in and out. Give me an intelligence check.
That will be 18.
You feel that it is not safe, and and that the shields that you just heard like went down should probably still be up.
Alarm! Wait, who's in charge of the shield again?
A wizard sent by the spider lady.
He's still on board, right?
Yeah.
Wizard, put that shield back up.
Because you're on the bottom deck. Give me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Oh, that's a 19. Start off here. And that's a 16.
16. You hear someone from way up above you yell,
Shit.
as everything snaps. You hear a sudden, and then everything around you, the ship, the walls, the floor, the ceiling, the beds, suddenly crack and then shatter as if exploding, water rushing in along with all manner of tentacle and limb. And as you all in the split second look around you, you see a large eye peering on both sides of the ship, blinking. And all this water rushes in. Everyone give me a Constitution saving throw.
I have a canonical that I was like bear hugging, touching, on
Yes.
the ground, and pile of books and things.
4.
Natural 20.
Okay. Ray, you also need to make a con save.
2.
For you three, everything goes dark. For Anna, you see the ship rip apart. The tentacles snap and break. You hear screams, you hear flying, you see these creatures like pulling at people. The eye like moves away from the ship as everything is torn apart, and you are suddenly in the water clutching your bag. So your friends who have suddenly been the wind seems to be knocked out of them. And as you do so, you see the bottom of the ship, water fills it, but as you pass through it, you suddenly find yourself teetering kind of over the edge of the hole. Do you, as your friends fall forward down the ship and like through the crack, do you try to go after them, or do you jump backwards into the ocean and trying to avoid these monsters?
Which of these two routes is going to keep the books and research the driest?
The water is behind you. There's no water in front of you. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
That's a 4.
4. Water wet. Water is bad.
Water bad.
No water. Better for book. Better for research. You need to research to finish your bachelor's degree under Ellerin's doctorate. You gotta keep your textbooks wet. They were expensive. They were hundreds of gold. Even with 200 measly gold, that's barely your savings. If you just spend a little more, it will be worth it.
In the dry, not the wet.
Okay, you jump into the dry. Alright. You all enter the hole. Agriss, you feel this sun like rushing of wind farther and farther, and you swear below you, the light above you is completely gone. You swear you see something like a noise, like a and it's getting like louder as you're getting closer. What?
I'll look around, see if I can see.
Because you don't have dark vision.
It's completely dark.
Yeah, give me a perception check with disadvantage, I guess.
I got a 14.
14. You see like a little red light far, far below you that is like the sound you hear like, and then it seemingly turns green, and there is something like, you can't tell what it is, but you swear you see something as what is below you, darkness, opens, and you see grass and trees and something coming towards you. In the very dim light of this opening, you see what appears to be arms with 3 fingers grab you, and everything goes black. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20 again. I used a different die.
All right. Anna, you go through the hole, and you're basically falling down for what seems to be forever. Do you do anything as you're falling, like look for people that may have survived or grab or anything?
I try to tie my bundle of books as tight as possible so that they will not get messed up.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
16.
You do a pretty good job. You go farther down, and again, the light above you seems to go out. You hear screams all around you. You see soldiers, you see everything. Give me a investigation roll.
6.
You don't see Elrin or the captain. You don't see anyone like you immediately recognize. And you see the monsters traveling down like along the water currents with some of the soldiers and like grabbing them. For those who are still falling, like going out, in and out.
I try to curl into a small of a ball around the books so that I have a smaller target.
As you reach what seems to be the bottom of the hole, you're paying attention to the krakens above you, where you feel a light below you. You can see it just even looking up, you sense it. And your brain looks down, and you see these weird tendrils, almost metallic in nature, reaching up and grabbing you. And everything seemingly goes black. All of you hear a voice in your head, including you, Agriss. He's saying, "I got yo, mateys," which doesn't mean anything to Anna. But as per promised, you feel that there is someone aiding your safety.
It's our evil man.
All of you come to. Zyra, Agriss, Ray, and Anna. You awaken, and you... there's not a lot of air around you as you're breathing. It seems very dark, and you feel very tight. You seem to be in something, almost like a coffin. Feeling around yourself, you feel what feels like glass above you, and there's a sun like... and a light basically illuminates what is essentially what seems to be like a glass part in front of you, and the glass seems to open up. And looking around, Agriss, you see Zyra, you see Ray, and you see Anna. You all see each other. You're in this strange, incredibly long hallway. There's all these other coffin-looking things that open up, but no one seems to step out of them. You do not see Garner.
Are the other ones, are they all empty? So...
You can look.
Oh, I'm gonna see if they're on.
Investigation check.
I also want to know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
11 and a 3. With an 11, you go up to one, and you see a dead body. You look in the next one, you see a dead body. There is no identifying marks that you can tell. You just see dead bodies as far as they can see. As you look around at yourselves, something is different. You do not have your normal equipment. You are all in what seems to be white robes, and you do not have your items on you.
Even my books?
Not even your books. Give me a luck roll, which you have advantage on from praying to the gods. Because I don't know if I'll ever remember to use that.
10.
10. What is your favorite book?
What is Anna's favorite book? When she was very, very young, she had a big kids' compendium of a bunch of different gods and mythologies. And it was like written at kids. It was aimed at kids. It's her favorite book in the world. And she still often totes it around with her. Yeah, just a kiddie mythology book.
I did think you were going to say spell book, but you do have that in your hands. Your kitty book. Just there.
Okay, we need to address some things.
As you say that, Garner, you feel yourself come to, and you're in something. It feels incredibly tight, almost like a coffin. You try and move, and you can't. Your arms, your legs, you can't even move them, which is weird. It feels cold all around you. Very, very cold. Give me a perception check.
That would be a 6.
6. You hear nothing. You hear a... And then suddenly a light shines above you. It's almost blinding. But then you realize that the light is coming from you. And as you get used to it, you look around you. Your head seems to be able to move now. Wherever you look, you are able to see light, like just shining very singularly on little points as you're looking around. Do you try to move?
So it feels like I'm in a very confined.
You're a very, very confined box. You can't seem to move your hands and limbs, but for some reason you move your head and you can look around. You can't seem to look down, but you can look like side to side, and you see metal walls, and you see... Give me a perception check.
That would be 14.
14. Right in front of you, you see a metallic person that seems to be made out of metal or stone looking straight back at you. And as you look around to your left and right, you see a wall of them. It seems to go on for a long ways.
When you say there's like, I'm confined in some kind of little box. Right?
Yeah, you feel you can't move your arms or legs. Do you want to try and move them? Like really hard, like a strength check?
I would like to use acid breath.
Okay. You try and use acid breath. As you do so, you hear a... As you feel your arm shoot something, and you hear a... As you move your head to your left, you see like a fire, and for the first time, your arm is now moved, and you see metal. You see metal attached to some strange obstruction that is like bright red and slowly gets dark. As you say that, to your left, you see a large hole with water spewing into it, with lights going everywhere, and suddenly the hole closes. Big old puff of white smoke just fills the entire room, and then disappears. You now feel like you can move your arms, but these are not your arms. You look down at your legs. You can feel your legs, but these are not your legs. You can see them, and you can feel them, but you also feel nothing. You feel nothing but cold. All of you on your character sheet, give me a 0, 0/100, and you're going to add 5 points as you suddenly come to the realization that you are not in a coffin. You are not trapped in something. You are the coffin. And you are scared. For the rest of you, you are in these white robes. You have your book with you. The lights, more lights come on the above you, on like seem to be a string, kind of like lanterns, all above you. And to your left, you see a door. To your right, you see a door. And you see just all these pods open up, and from what you can tell, just for your initial investigation, you see dead bodies.
We have to have a conversation. Where did you come from?
Where did you come from?
What happened?
I was falling.
What happened to you? Because you just got eaten by the ocean.
One thing led to another, and I was falling, and then was dying.
Why did the ocean eat you?
It beats me. I think I'm a great person.
I don't think you're a great person. What did you see when the squid monster ate us?
Grabbed my hands.
I also got grabbed by hands, but that was post squid monster. A squid monster destroyed all of our boats, and then I was falling, and I tried to save the research, but it's gone now, and all I've got is this thing.
I feel like
Ray, Agriss, and Zyra, give me what is your favorite possession?
My goblin hand.
Alcohol. Like a hairlock.
Roll me a d20. 3.
7. 9.
Alrighty. The only thing any of you have seems to be the book.
What happened? Where did my cleric robes and shit go? Some of that was expensive. You do not understand how much a clear orb of iron costs.
You gotta steal it.
We have bigger.
I'm not going to steal my worship tools. The gods would know. You're not here. Do I recognize any of the bodies that are falling out of the wall?
Give me investigation. Yeah, another investigation check.
That is going to be a 13.
The 13 is hard to tell because unfortunately everyone is like in white robes, not as what you're accustomed to. But
I imagine this is playing overhead.
you then come across a dwarf. You're thinking, and then you look a little deeper into the coffin, and you see that there's nothing sticking out of his sleeves. And you roll them up, and you see 2 stubbed hands.
And he's dead?
Give me a medicine check.
10.
From what you can tell, there's nothing going on here. No.
Slap him around.
Okay. Give me another investigation check.
5.
He's not moving.
I pat myself down looking for my little prayer last beads that I have mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably find that I do not have them, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I sigh, I set my mythology book on the floor, and I start, like, praying over him, sort of last rites.
Give me a religion check.
12.
In this moment, without even all your possessions, the one thing that in absolute darkness, in absolute loneliness, your safety, you pray, and you feel incredibly alone. More so than before. Add +2 to that little one at 0 out of 100.
So we all get 0.
Yes, you all start with 0/100.
Can I go into one of the doors and like try to read what's
Yeah. What languages do you know?
Common, Sylvan, Abyssal, Elvish, and Primordial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In Primordial, you read on the door, you see departures.
Can I go to the other side?
Yeah. You see arrivals and possessions.
Are there any other bodies here that I know?
Give me are you looking for someone?
Yeah, I'm looking for a couple different people.
Okay. I'll let you look for one person in particular if you
Okay.
want, with advantage.
I don't know if Ellerin is here. Natural 20 plus 1.
You look around in every coffin. This is a long hallway. It seems to go on. It takes a while to get from side to side. Over 100 bodies are here. You keep on marching side coffin by coffin by coffin, looking and looking. You do not find Ellerin.
Is Johnny there?
You can give me another check for that.
You did just say I checked every coffin.
You did. I did. Give me it with advantage because you just checked every coffin. Oh my god.
That's also a 21.
It's a 21. You see 2 identical bodies, and you see, for some reason, one, the robes are like encaved into it.
And Johnny's, like, definitely super dead?
These are dead. And you go back to your own coffins, and you keep looking, and you find something setting. On all of your coffins that you came out of, you see a big ol' green light on the front of it. On every single other coffin, you see a red light. Make an intelligence check for me.
17.
Add 2 more of those mystery points. You can tell the group this if you want, but looking around, you have to assume you are the only survivors.
We die?
I shout really loudly, everyone here is dead!
Yeah,
Johnny is dead!
Thank God.
So rude to my bestest friend.
If Anna wants to help you look for the soldier, then roll with advantage.
18.
You find the Gifraki.
The gift right?
He's like a green guy, looks like a Martian. You find him in white robes, red lights, and he appears to be dead. And to his left,
My lover.
there is a small, tiny dog.
Wait, tiny?
It's a smaller dog. This may be the last time I mention this dog, as you do not sense any life from him. Take 2 mystery points on your 0 to 100.
I would like to go through and painstakingly give every single one of these bodies the correct the last right thing.
Can I yell at the group that this door says possession, so our stuff might be in there? We could go get it.
I'm
Maybe.
down for that. Do we know where the other Dragonborn went? So
No.
I'm feeling a little isolated here.
He's not in the coffins.
So he's
So this door over here says arrivals and possessions, and that door says departures.
Let's go to possession. We can ship
Yeah, and I don't know what's in there.
I don't like the fact that it says arrivals. How sort of traditional to our surroundings is this place? Like, is this weird and
This
futuristic
is
to
weird.
us?
This is very odd. Everything here, it looks like in some way you can define it as something, but it looks odd. In this entire room, nothing looks familiar, except for the bodies. Do you guys go through the door?
Can I like investigate it or something?
Yeah. 2. No idea, but as you get closer to it, it glows more. If you back away, it glows less.
That makes sense. Try to open the door.
You get up to it.
Yeah.
As soon as you get right up next to it, the entire door just goes up into what appears to be somewhere above you. Garner. You are able to move and slowly walk around. Your lights, you can see all these walls of metallic people. There is to your left a door, and to your right a door.
And you said there was just like wall robotic things?
Yeah, they seem to be attached to the wall somehow. Give me an investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Looking all around, you see where you were, there is these 2 large tubes that has like this weird liquid dripping out of it that you didn't notice before. It looks red, bright red. It's dripping out onto the floor, kind of starting to pool a little bit. On all the others, you see these tubes go into them as well. Looking around, they seem very intricate, same as yourself. There's like strings and different portions. It's not like your skin is metal. It's like each part of you is connected together. There's a doorway to the left and a doorway to the right. As you go towards those, what languages do you know?
Languages, I know Draconic, Druid, Deep Speech, Giant.
You do not recognize the wording on the wall, but as you go close to both doors, they start to glow a bit.
Let's go to the door on the right.
On the right, you go through there, and it opens up, and you see these bright red glowing tubes, large circular tubes. It's kind of a smaller room.
I think we go to the other.
Okay, you go through the other door. It's open, and as it does so, you 4 look over, and you see 2 red eyes peering straight at you with a red glow like illuminating you. All 4 of you give me a intelligence saving throw.
11.
17.
10.
Roll me intimidation. 9. All of you look at this thing. Despite the red glow, it doesn't seem to be harmful. Garner, you see Agriss, Zyra, Ray, and Anna in white robes looking back at you from another door. Do you say anything?
My friends.
My friends.
Sorry, what was that? No, I want to hear that.
I'm going to fireball you.